It's that time again. Time for a brand new What's Up. Today, the co-hosts are dedicating the entire show to hot topics, from the White House security breach to which Housewives stars are headed to prison. Then, Sydney is opening up about her diagnosis of panic disorder, and the co-hosts are answering your questions. All that and much more coming up on What's Up.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to an exciting edition of What's Up. We are back. We are amongst the living, and we've missed you so much, and so many things have happened since the last show. We decided, you know what? Let's do a show full of hot topics. So
good choice.
Good choice.
Yep.
Good
I'm
choice.
excited.
Great way to kick off fall break week.
Whoop, whoop. Where you going? Where you doing fall break?
Fall break. Let's not.
Where you doing, Sydney? Where you doing fall break?
Well, I'm going to go home. Probably come back up here with my mom while she works.
Okay. So Chad and Sydney have no plans. What about Austin?
I'm going to Tennessee with my family.
What are you doing in Tennessee?
We're going to go to Pigeon Forge, and we're going to stay in a cabin, and we're going to do
That's so exciting.
all kinds of fun things.
There used to be a lot of theater up there. Well, I'm going to New York City, so. Oh, you spit everywhere.
I just did.
You're big old nasty. Well, I'll be thinking of you when I'm at Phantom of the Opera on Friday night.
I've already seen it.
Well, I have to, but not with
Spoiler
you
alert,
guys.
the chandelier falls.
And I'm at Tavern on the Green on Saturday night.
Oh.
Anyway.
Let's talk about the Secret Service, shall we? The Secret Service agency that protects President Obama, his family, and the White House is under heavy scrutiny after a man was able to hop over the White House fence, run across the White House front lawn, walk into the front door of the White House. I feel like I'm saying White House a lot.
White House.
And walk around the front hallway, the East Room, and other rooms before being tackled to the ground. The suspect was Omar Gonzalez. He's a decorated Iraqi war veteran, and he was charged with unlawfully entering into a restricted building or grounds while carrying a deadly or dangerous weapon. Hashtag a pocket knife. Officials, this all happened on September 19th. The main scandal is that the initial report failed to mention that he made it into the building. They said they stopped him right before he entered, and this also comes right after reports that President Obama was on an elevator with a man that is a felon and was carrying a concealed weapon. So after all of this, the head of Secret Service, Julia Pearson, has decided to step down from her role.
Ooh.
This is just...
It's a smart decision.
It was a smart decision.
Why did this guy jump the fence? Do we know? Do you have a motive?
I think, from what I've heard and read, he just wanted to
see if he could do it.
He didn't like, oh, I'm gonna go kill everybody. Like
No,
he was just like, this is fun.
What makes no sense to me is he's a war veteran.
Right.
Doesn't he know you don't hop the White House fence?
Maybe he was like messed up. Do we know?
I don't think he was. From what I've heard, he was fully sane. But I mean, good job, Secret Service. Like,
right.
Isn't it your job to protect our country, protect our president, and make sure, I don't know, things don't happen like this? Because Sydney, you said when you toured the White House.
No, I didn't tour. I just went to see it.
You went to see it. You said that it was like police everywhere.
There's police behind us, police beside me, both sides, and there's snipers everywhere. And the fence, I want to know how he jumped the fence because it's like, there's just poles. So how are you going to jump the, and it's really high, and I'm 5'2", really short, so there's no way I could get over the fence. I can't even climb a fence.
So Sydney is not a threat to national security.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Man,
but
the freaking NSA is going to be all over this this episode of What's Up.
Well, the thing is, though, if, say he was crazy, and say he was planning on doing something to somebody, he could have easily hurt someone.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Right past the hallway that goes to the residence. Like, and then they covered it up. Like, it's not Watergate.
I just don't. No, that's true. Well, they probably just don't want to look bad because it like, you know, something that makes the president look bad, you know, people are all over that. But if it makes the Secret Service look bad, then you're like, oh my gosh, we're all in trouble.
This is a bipartisan thing that everybody, Republican and Democrats both, are saying, what the heck?
Yeah.
Because it's not the exact same team that protects our senators and congressmen, but their Secret Service on Capitol Hill and stuff too, and it's just
maybe he had
scary.
like a triple dog dare, like in that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And somebody, was it like an older gentleman?
42.
Maybe he just wanted to test his skills.
He was just like,
he was like, well, I'm already over.
Here we
so let's just
go.
keep going.
Here, this is a great idea. And then he just hopped, and nobody saw this guy up here. Like, look at me right now.
Right.
Okay? This is pretty noticeable. And then he made it all the way over and into the White House. How do you make it over and into the White House?
That's what I want to know.
When there's police around.
Is that exactly what happened?
That's exactly what happened.
So.
I think
I saw the footage of it.
Yeah.
You might want it back.
Here's something entertaining, not entertaining, but kind of relatable to all of the college students around campus and across the country. When freshmen moved into their dorms on San Diego State's campus back in August, the school posted a little advice for them on their Facebook page saying, quote, "Attention freshmen who are moving in tomorrow, a little request. When your mom wants to unpack all your clothes and make your bed, let her. When your dad wants to introduce himself to all the people on your floor, let him. When they want to take pictures of every move you make this weekend, let them. If they embarrass you or act crazy, let them. As you start this new chapter in your life, they are starting a new one in theirs. And believe it or not, this is probably more difficult for them than it is for you. So let them treat you like your baby one last time." Thoughts? Austin, do you wish your mommy had done this for you when you moved in? She just probably didn't even stop the car, slow down, get out.
She they threw me out. They left. I'm just kidding, but no,
Gina's gonna kill you.
that's
She's
sweet.
gonna watch this and be like,
Gina's upset now.
Hi, Mom.
my parents did this exact, like all
Yeah,
these things.
my mom did.
Yeah, and still do. And I'm still their baby. I really agree with one last time because, hey, like I'm still like
Yeah, that's
my parents' baby. They make me mac
I'm
and
home
cheese.
all the time, and mom does my laundry.
My mom does too.
Thank you,
She
Mommy.
works here and picks it up for me.
Because everything would be too small and pink if I did my laundry. But I think it was, do you all have memories of when you moved in? It's culture shock all of a sudden. So to have the comforts of home and
It's an emotional thing for parents.
the meals all of a sudden
It really
appear on the
is.
table, and then
Yeah.
you're making your own.
You know,
which-
actually, I think my mom was happy.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, she was just like, "Yay, Sydney's gone!" Like she's so happy.
Oh,
every
that's so
time.
sad.
I know, but I see her every day. She works
My mom
here,
still
so-
has Holly at
yeah.
home, and Holly has got
Yeah.
some time.
Hey, Holly.
But speaking of time, we're out of it right now, but stick around. We'll be right back with even more Hot Topics because it's a show of Hot Topics. Stay tuned.
I love you, Holly.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
It kind of makes you wanna.
Breaking the song?
Yup. I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest. I love when eagles play.
I love the campus!
And all its lights and sounds.
Boom-diada, 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 boom-diada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity. I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies. Boom diada, boom diada.
Boom diada, boom diada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Moorhead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-diada, 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 boom-diada.
And welcome back to What's Up. It's a show of Hot Topics, and we're going back in a little bit more serious something right now. Donald Trump is making headlines after tweeting about ABC and their decision to pick up a new comedy series called Blackish. The tweet said, quote, "How is ABC television allowed to have a show entitled Blackish? Blackish. Can you imagine the furor of a show whitish? Racism at its highest level." Executive producer and star of the show, Anthony Anderson, says in the first episode that the title refers to his character's concern that his family is losing touch with their roots. So is the show racist, or is Donald Trump just trying to make headlines for the new season of Celebrity Apprentice?
He's probably just trying to make headlines. But I don't know. I've never watched Blackish before, so I can't really say anything.
I mean, do you find the title racist?
Not
Like-
really, because I don't think about it like that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, Blackish, like, orange is the new black. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't think about stuff like that. So, like, I didn't know that it was actually talking about, like, racism and, like,
Yeah,
color and-
it's like a modern day Cosby Show in a way because it's
Yeah, but the
it's-
Cosby Show wasn't called Black Doctor and a Black Lawyer Live in a House of Black People.
Yeah, I know, but
So
it's
you gotta
just-
keep that in
But
mind.
I know, but I'm just saying it's the modernization of we're now in a society in which I would like to think we are able to use a word like blackish and it not be like racism.
No,
No,
I
it's-
agree. I do. I think people are getting really offended over the tiniest little thing. But at the same time, I also think there might have been a better title than Blackish, because what is that? So does it mean that a black person is someone who is in touch with their roots? And if I'm branching out and becoming more cultured with another culture, I'm not as black. You know
I
what
think
mean?
that's what the concept of the show is. His kids are not into their culture and are not into the past that African Americans had in our country. And they don't, it's just something that they have a test about in social studies. So I think that that's what the main concept of the show is, teaching the kids that it's not all been gumdrops and roses for our race, for African Americans. Yeah. So it's a good show, and I don't think that.
Yeah, have you watched it? Who's watched it?
I haven't watched it.
I'm not watching.
I've seen the first episode just because, but I think that people, first of all, Donald Trump, you're white. Underneath all that spray tan, you're white.
Right, this is real.
Well, yeah, but Donald Trump is still allowed to get upset about these things.
Yeah, but that's my thing. It just draws attention to him, and I think that's what his main goal was. He wasn't trying to draw attention
and it probably was.
to the show and the outrage. There's really not much outrage about it. All the critics are saying that they love the show, they love the idea of the title, and I just think that if you are a white person who is criticizing a show like this, you're racist because you're the one that you're thinking these things. So,
do you think people would get offended if there was a show called Whitish? That's a good question.
I think so. I think in that situation he does have a point because I don't know. I've never really thought about
because
it.
maybe that's like his point. Maybe he's saying like if there was a show called Whitish, then a lot more people would get offended than if there was a show called Blackish.
Right.
Like maybe that's what he's trying to say.
What if there was a show called Asian-ish?
Maybe it's going to be like a full-on franchise of these ish shows like The Housewives.
Try to say Asian-ish 5 times.
Asian-ish.
Good job.
Yes.
Speaking of The Housewives, there's a.
Who the heck is speaking of The Housewives?
I said franchise like The Housewives. The ish.
I messed up your segue, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You know what?
Dang it.
Nobody was speaking.
Anyway.
No.
The Real Housewives of New Jersey stars Joe and Teresa Giudice, Guadis, however they pronounce it today, were sentenced on Thursday on counts of bankruptcy fraud, mail fraud, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Teresa was sentenced to 15 months in prison, and her husband Joe was sentenced to 41 months and still could face deportation back to Italy once he finishes his sentence, as he's not a U.S. citizen. Their sentence will be staggered so that their 4 young daughters will not be without a parent. Teresa will serve her time first starting on January 5th of 2015. So were you surprised that they are actually sentenced to time because they are reality stars?
I don't know.
I'm glad they were sentenced.
Me too.
You are. So I guess it sends the message that, to normal everyday people, you do this, you're going to, but do you think that they were given a lesser sentence because of their
I will say, I think money and fame gets people out of a lot of stuff. Like, look
it
at
got
all
them
the
into this stuff.
Yeah.
If we were doing, like, if you and I were doing what the celebrities do, we'd be in jail and
I am doing
all
what
kinds of.
celebrities
We'd be in all kinds of trouble. But
I'm twerking
at
on
the same
stage
time,
like
like
Miley.
Paris Hilton went to jail, Lindsay Lohan went to jail, Martha Stewart is a convicted felon.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
So anyway, I don't know. Do you think that cameras will try and follow them to their last move? Like, they'll try and sneak cameras in. New show,
hope so. It'd
The
be
Real
interesting.
Jail.
Of course.
The Real
so.
Jailbird.
You know they will.
Jailbirds.
You know they will.
Is it Orange County? New Jersey. There
New
it is.
Jersey. So
Yeah, I just wanted to tell everyone that the day that this news story was coming out, Chad and I were sitting on the couch together, and look at him. Chad and I were sitting on the couch
false
together.
Story.
No, this is so
false.
real. Listen to me.
No, it's not.
And he was freaking out,
That was
updating his news so
Time
he
out.
could see about the Real
That's
Housewives.
I was doing it from a journalistic standpoint.
Oh, okay, journalistic
For the show,
standpoint.
I was doing it for the sake of the show.
Chad's like,
us
oh
to
my
have
gosh,
a
I
hot
can't
topic.
breathe, The
That was
Housewives.
not. But I will say they started at 10 a.m. and they didn't sentence them until 3. How long does it? You are going like. Was the judge talking like that? Anyway, it's a long story. We'll be right back with
You're
even more
crazy.
hot topics. Stay tuned. And welcome back to What's Up, the show full of hot topics. We've got to find, there's some odd news stories out there that we don't really talk about, and it's time we discuss them. Like the 4-year-old boy who was banned from a donut shop because he asked a woman if she was pregnant. The answer was no, first of all, and she wasn't offended by him asking this, but the next time he came into the shop with his mom, the manager said, "You have to leave because he's rude."
How old?
4. He's 4.
Okay.
That's a baby.
That's a child. That's a small child who doesn't know any better.
They don't know the rules.
Rules?
He didn't mean
The
to.
rules.
Like, a little boy doesn't realize that he's being rude when he's asking if a woman. If I was 4, I probably wouldn't have even known what pregnant meant, honestly. I would have probably just been eating the donuts or whatever. Bless his heart. But now he doesn't get any more donuts.
He doesn't get his
I know.
donuts.
That's pretty
all he
sad.
wants.
That's really sad. Next time he's going to be driving by and that red light's going to be on, and he's like, it's going to be like that Sarah McLachlan commercial, like with all the dogs. How about this? A man tried to walk to Bermuda from Miami. Apparently, he got lost, first of all, so he had to call the Coast Guard to ask for directions from Miami to Bermuda. He was in like one of those big bubble things that you like walk in.
Oh,
It was
No,
really
you're
cool.
kidding me.
I swear.
On water?
that's awesome.
That
From
is awesome.
Miami to Bermuda, got lost, and had to call Coast Guard again and say, "Hey, remember me? I'm lost. Come help me." And they had to come and rescue him from his giant bubble.
In the middle of the ocean?
In the middle of the
That's
ocean.
awesome.
Because apparently he was like not going close to Bermuda.
No, that's
So.
so awful.
That's so
I want to
funny.
do that.
Why? I mean, it sounds like fun, but not in the middle of the ocean.
middle of the
Right.
ocean.
I'd probably
You
do it
can
at Cape
die.
Run.
There are
Yeah,
sharks
like a
out
lake.
there.
Cape Run or something,
where
yeah.
you can see the other side, not
Yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah.
No.
Now I have to rant for a moment before we go to commercial.
Oh, here we go.
We all know I'm very dedicated to my television shows. We know this, right? Well, TNT, you're on my list. You are on my list in Sharpie. You know what they did? They canceled Dallas.
And I know my mom's mad too.
Unbelievable.
That's
I
my
am mad
favorite
too.
TV show.
You cannot. The way this show ended this season, you can't do this to me, TNT. One of the main characters, Christopher Ewing, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, was blown up. JR has a mystery daughter that nobody knew about. Something else crazy happened, and they're like, TNT will not be renewing Dallas for a 4th season.
Chad, these people aren't real.
But I invest my life Mondays at 9 with these Ewings, and you just yank them from me like
Instead of
that.
investing your life in other people's lives, why don't you go out and have some experiences of
And
your
what the-
own?
But I
Like
can't live-
you go out and get blown up. See how you feel,
Oh,
or something. Or what
that
was
could
it?
ruin your weekend.
He got
Have a
blown up.
mystery child or something. I don't know.
That would involve me being in a relationship, first of all, which we all know that's not happening anytime soon.
Well, at least you still have Scandal.
I still
Chad's
have
single.
Scandal.
Cancel scandal.
Cancel it. You're
Hashtag
fired.
Kate Scandal.
Hashtag we need a new co-host because Austin's fired.
This could have put out an eye.
You do not joke about Scandal.
Shame on
The
you.
gladiators will come after you. Olivia Pope will make you disappear. B613 will take you down.
Oh man, this is getting so real.
Yeah, really.
I didn't know people were so invested in television.
They are. Hashtag save Dallas. TNT.
Hashtag save
There's
Dallas.
a reason that you are called TNT because you have blown my craziness away because you're insane and you
Blown
deserve to be
crazy.
canceled as a network. But MSU TV doesn't deserve to be canceled as a network, and we shouldn't be canceled because we're going over time. We'll be right back with even more hot topics. And welcome back to What's Up. We're going to kind of tone things down a little bit. A few weeks ago, our very own Sydney Boyd did an exclusive sit-down with MSU TV's Hear Me Roar, in which she announced that she suffers from a condition called panic disorder. Sydney has agreed to talk more in depth about panic disorder and how it's affected her with us today. So, Sydney, what exactly is panic disorder?
Well, panic disorder is a type of anxiety that occurs at any time without any fear.
So, I mean, how did you come to be diagnosed with it?
Well, I was really young, like really young. I think I was like in 3rd grade, maybe 2nd grade. And I don't know, I just started freaking out one day. Not really freaking out, but I just kind of like fell out on the floor. My parents were like, what? So, yeah. And then I went to counseling and stuff, and then they diagnosed me with panic disorder.
Oh, wow.
So since then, has it ever affected you? Like, have you ever had some kind of attack, or I don't know what they're called?
Well, they're panic attacks.
Okay.
Spells, whatever. But yeah, I have them like all the time, but you just don't know because like I can cover it up so good, so good.
Has it ever like stopped you from doing something you wanted to do? Like, I was about to have like, are you in BGE?
Mm-hmm. No, not this semester.
But you were?
She used to be.
Like, what if like you're about to go on for the BGE and perform, and you have like a panic attack? What do you do?
Just breathe. And my mom always tells me to close my eyes and count from 10 to 1, and just breathe and think of like a happy place. So yeah.
When it comes to things like this show, what do you do before this show? Like, have you ever been worried that something like that, could happen?
Not really, because if we all just mess up and we just sit back and talk about anything, that's why I love it. Yeah, that's why I love it. It's so relaxing. It's so relaxing.
So how does it feel to like open up to us about this? Does it like make you uncomfortable to talk
Not
about
really. I used to be so self-conscious about it, but now just like I know a lot of people that have like anxiety problems too. So it doesn't really affect me anymore because I have a really close friend and she has the same thing too, but she takes medicine for it, but I don't take medicine for it anymore because I feel like it wasn't working. So yeah, I just deal with it now.
How were you treated, as a kid, like before you were able to control these attacks, and how you deal with them? Were kids just like,
no,
how do they react to it?
Well, they didn't. Every time I was like in class and I had a panic attack, I'd have to go to the nurse, and then like I'd call my mom or something, or my dad, somebody. So I was the psychiatrist diagnosed me when I went to counseling, so I don't really know how. I guess they just know where they work with people with anxiety problems all the time. So yeah.
Do you have any like advice for somebody who was, say, just diagnosed with this? Do you have any advice?
Just live life every day how you do, because you can't really do anything about it at all. You're stuck with it.
You gotta live life. I got a question that we haven't discussed. Do you get offended when somebody says, I'm having a panic attack, or I'm going to have a panic attack because...
Oh, no, because, if you're having a panic attack, then you're having a panic attack, because,
But I'm saying, if they're not really, they're just stressed out about stuff, and...
Well, yeah, you can still have a panic attack, anxiety, or just really anything, so... Yeah, I don't get offended at all, because, if you're having a panic attack before a test, then you're having a panic attack before a test. You just got to calm down. So I know how to calm myself down, which is a good thing.
So there's special things you'll do, midterms or this week that you'll... steps to go through.
I usually talk to my mom. And
Mom always knows best.
Yes, mothers know best. They really do.
Well, we want to thank Sydney for opening up to us. Stick around, because when we come back, we're all going to be answering questions that you've sent in our first ever Ask the Co-Host segment. But first, this is What's Up on MSU TV, Channel 85. Welcome back to What's Up. As I mentioned earlier in the show, we are doing our very first ever Ask the Co-Host question. So many of you all have been sending us questions, not just in the past week, but since the show began, wanting to know us a little bit better, because we really don't talk about our lives that much. We do little snippets. So we've got some questions that a lot of you have sent in, and we're just going to go around and talk. Number one, what made you want to be a part of What's Up? Well, seeing how Austin and I kind of are the co-creators and producers of the show, I've talked about it before. The idea for this show is to get students involved in hot topics and talking about current events, whether pop culture or politics, something that we do talk a lot about here, because that's what our job in society is to know about things and to be educated so we can make decisions that affect our country. So I think that just getting my opinions out there and getting people talking is why I wanted to do this.
And we were segment producers
for Morehead Today.
Morehead Today, and we
Shout
wanted
out to Haley Murphy.
And we wanted to branch out, do a little bit more. Perfect.
Here we are, Sydney.
Here they are.
This question asks, if I could have anyone on the show as a guest, who would it be and why? And I know people back home know that I'm so obsessed with Oprah Winfrey. I've always looked up to her as a little girl. I've always wanted to be Oprah. And she just helps people out so much, and I just want to be like her because she's just, I don't know, like.
Yeah, you said that in your audition.
Yeah.
With this, so.
Yeah, she's just like, I don't know, like she'll give anybody, like she builds schools in Africa, and like, I mean, like, I want to do that.
Who would you all want to interview?
Wait, living or dead?
Anyone, anything.
Elvis.
Elvis?
I would say Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, yeah.
Austin and Jim Carrey in the same room.
That's my boy.
I like it.
I don't know. I think
Man,
that's a hard one.
that would be a show.
It's tough.
Olivia Pope from Scandal. No.
You're kidding.
No. I think probably, I don't know, somebody in politics. I think that would be a great conversation to have, or somebody, a commentator. Bill O'Reilly. I feel like that would be an exciting
fun.
show.
Yeah, it would
to have
be.
Caroline and Bill O'Reilly together. Austin, real quick.
Number 3, what is your favorite TV show? Oh my gosh. Somebody else go. I can't.
Chad.
Like, oh, sorry,
Go.
like past or present?
Anything.
Anything.
That's So Raven.
Oh,
Yes.
no, please, Netflix.
Or Sister,
so
Sister.
right.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Scandal, Criminal Minds, Dallas, Castle, Blacklist,
Orange is the New
Scandal,
Black.
Prince of Bel-Air.
Orange is the New
There you
Black,
go.
House of Cards.
Fresh Prince.
What else? What else do I watch? What's on Thursdays? How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal, Grace,
yeah.
Revenge, all of them. I have no life.
Friends.
Caroline.
TV shows are awesome. Golden Girls and SpongeBob for me. Golden Girls and South Park. And Frasier. What's been your favorite part of the show? My favorite part of the show has been all the food segments. What about everybody else?
Love the food.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the conversations.
Yeah, I love the conversations.
I love meeting new people. I love meeting the guests and the people we have behind the scenes and the new co-hosts. And
I love all my co-hosts. Group hug.
We'll be right back. Oh, get away, Austin.
Oh, you love me. You love me.
Addison, why are you dressed up like that?
Because you're in a dream, John.
How can you prove that?
Your body's still there.
What?
Wake up and smell the coffee. Java City.
And welcome back to What's Up, our final minutes together. We want to, as always, plug all of our social media accounts. Our Facebook account, our Twitter account, our Instagram, which is Twitter and Instagram are at whatsup_MSU, Facebook.com/whatsupMSU, Vine, just What's Up, right, Austin?
Mm-hmm.
What's Up? Next time you see us, 2 weeks from now, will be our special Halloween episode.
Deck down our costumes.
We're all going to be in costumes. Anybody
I don't know
want
what to
to
wear.
reveal what they're going to be yet?
It's a secret.
Secret.
Yeah,
Even
tune in.
for me, it's a secret. at this
You have
point.
no clue?
No idea.
I'm at
it's
a
a secret.
toss-up right now between a couple of them, so it'll be probably somebody from TV.
Figures.
Let's see. Also, fall break. It's a short week this week. Whoop whoop.
Thank you, Lord.
Make sure study on your midterms. Thank you for taking a break from studying to watch us. Make sure you tell all of your professors that. They will give you 28 bonus points.
Just tell them.
We hope.
They'll do it.
It's still. Also, Sydney, we didn't talk about this, but where can people learn more about panic disorder and seek help? Is there a site or just talk to somebody?
Yeah, talk to somebody, go to a counselor. If you think you're having panic disorder or a panic attack or you have anxiety problems, just go see a counselor. They can coach you through it and help you through it. Yeah.
Or watch an episode of What's Up, because that makes everybody laugh. LOL. LOL hashtag. Make sure you can also tweet along with us during episodes with using the hashtag much more than a talk show or What's Up, or just tag the What's Up Twitter. Whatever.
Tag me. I like to be tagged.
Austin likes to be.
You're it. Tagged.
All right. On behalf of all of us and our crazy fun crew that are laughing at us all time,
Right
we
now.
thank you for watching. Yeah, our audio woman is in there just pointing and laughing at us.
Right now.
Thanks, Ricky.
We see you.
Hey, we see you through the window. We
I'm
will
ready.
be back with our special Halloween episode. Send us some your ideas for Halloween-like segments. We'll do them maybe, and if come join us. Join us in costume if you want. We'll do a little
that'd be awesome.
costume contest.
Ooh, costume contest.
But until then, always stop to listen to What's Up? Bye,
Oh,
guys.
y'all are no fun. Okay.
You all are no fun.
There we go.
Party
I have a
pooper. Austin's like, oh,
To learn more about What's Up, go to msutv.net.